FM ní tiwa.
Kásètò tó dáa, kásì bá wọn dẹ́rìn pòṣónú, ká polówó ọjà, kásì tún ka àwọn ìròyìn ìjàlẹ́jàbọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àti lókè òkun.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Àwọn orin tó bá ìgbà mú ìlú àsìkò tí ó létí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ìkànnì tó rán wọn dànù òkìlè ó tún ta wọ́n yọ.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa, ìgbádùn yín láàyò tiwa.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Fàájì tí ò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ ó pọ̀ ó tún ṣàn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹ ṣe ẹkú ìtẹ́tí bó ṣe dùn tó tún dùn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹ̀tún tẹ́tí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bó ṣe rìnlẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Kìlómítà 36 láwa àgọ́wé èrò ìṣàrà rẹ̀ mọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ṣíjú mélòdì ló ń kọ́ omi lẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ó dúró pọ̀ létí mi bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ló ń dùn wọ́n mi sí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Onírúurú ẹyẹ ló wà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀kìn ń lọ bá wọn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Máa yí kúrò jẹ́ ká dìjọ máa gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Boy, leave this channel now. I dey enjoy this Ultimate FM. One and a half woman at this Ultimate FM. Man, me enjoy your move. I like him Ultimate FM. Ina jin daɗi wannan gidan rediyo Mutube FM.
Apalagidi làwa ń jẹ lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ ọ̀nà ti jìn ó ti rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀kọ́.
Ìyá Kàbírù dákun fẹ́ Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
ẹ jọ̀wọ́ kó má tọ̀ra ẹ irú ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ lọ́hùn mi a máa já lẹ́rú ohun tá
má
a
yí
lè ṣe
kúrò
lẹ́rọ
bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn.
Ultimate FM òun la yín gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Alright, good afternoon to everyone under the sound of my voice, and thank you for joining us on today's launch show. Today happens to be the 25th day of March 2022. Man, I've been wondering when this month is going to come to an end. It's been too long. I think this March is longer than January. I still have my co-host here.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I remain Alabi Damilola Love.
And my name is Aaron Zevenashus. I know that this is not the voice people have been clamoring to hear, but Messi is unavoidably absent. But guess what? You are going to be hearing that beautiful voice in a few days' time. So just hang in there. Wait, let's go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we continue with the program. Don't go nowhere.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to capital of, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
I need
boy leave this channel now and dey enjoy this Ultimate FM.
One and a half women at this Ultimate FM. Man, may enjoy your move. I like him, Ultimate FM.
Ina jin daɗi wannan gidan rediyo Mutube FM.
Àpàlàgídí làwa ń jẹ lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ ọ̀nà ti jìn ó ti rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀kọ́.
Ìyá Kàbírù dákun fún Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ bó ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
ẹ jọ̀wọ́ kó má tàn ra ẹ irú ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ lọ́hùn mi a máa já lẹ́rú.
má yí kúrò ń bẹ̀ Ultimate FM òun la yín gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbàyídá.
All right, welcome from that commercial break. Wow, Miss Dami, I'm calling Missy because it's as if I'm missing her already. Dami, what do you have to say about this weather?
Well, the weather is cool and it's lovely. It's lovely. I like the weather.
Very, very, very lovely. I like that. Okay, now let's quickly take our first gist of today.
Okay.
Prison controller deployed over beauty pageant. Beauty pageant murder suspect Chidinma Ojukwu participated in. That is, they have deployed the prison controller of the Kirikiri prison. They said the controller of the Nigerian Correctional Center in Kirikiri, Lagos State, Lizzie Ekpendo, has been redeployed following the recent beauty pageant held in the facility, in which murder suspect Chidinma Ojukwu won the crown. So, Dami, what do you have to say about this particular incident?
Well,
you know, we said it here that
yes,
if you start doing these things in our correctional centers, then it has lost its value. What the thing we were trying to incur in them, we have lost it. It was a big mistake for them.
Actually, I love that as you bring that up because we talked about it when the whole thing happened, and I like the way they handled the issue by transferring the control of the prison because it's not as if we are not saying they should not do kind of fun in prison. At least it's not a lifestyle, they are human beings too, but that kind of thing is not acceptable because even that Chidinma, she has not been what's it called? It's not as if they have sentenced. Our case is still in still in court. Yes. So her involving in such things is somehow because the family of the
disease.
Yes, they will feel somehow. Then I like the way the government really handle the whole thing. It's like well, I would say it's a good one by transfer to another.
Yes, I'll gladly go with what Dami said because if you start doing these things in all the prisons, it will be as if say many of them are having fun. In fact, people will be like, highest, I'll go to prison, I'll still enjoy myself in prison. You understand? So I think when before they even thought about having that beauty pageant, they should have thought of what other people, like the people that are inside the prison, maybe the people that they're hurt, that made them to be in the prison, what they will think of the pageant that was held in the prison. And Chidinma, imagine as the overall winner, he didn't write anything. He didn't signal a good thing to come because the family of the man will be like, this is not what we bargained for. Maybe this girl is still in court. We are still going to court, and now she's all over social media, being the queen of prisons, if I should put it like that. So I think the government, for the first time, or let me say, one of the things they have gotten right is to deploy the controller general of that particular prison to another place. At least it will sound as a warning. It's
a warning to her that she will not involve in herself in that kind of thing again.
Exactly. Dami, do you have any gist for us?
Yes, I have. In fact, it's a funny one.
I know. Immediately you said, I know that it was going to be funny.
Pastor arrested for raping 3 brothers by saying he wanted to release power into them through their anus.
Wow. Wow.
Like, where are we going in this country? Because when I saw this, like, men actually fell for this kind of things. Look,
in this 21st century. This is homosexuality.
Like, what the story we used to hear before is like is women that used to fall victim of this kind of things.
Exactly.
But now it turned out to be like men too are actually involved with this kind of things. It's not like, see, we are too religious in Africa. Like I would even say Nigeria is somehow it's like as in when I saw this,
they just swear for us.
How would someone tell you, and he call himself a pastor, like tell you that he want to release power in you? Then when we read further, it's like the guy, like they are involved in internet fraud of a thing. Say you want them to stop the art. So by stopping them in that kind of art, so you want to release having an access with them. Like this is very bad. Like hearing this from the Christianity language is not encouraging at all. All I will just say is that let's know the person we believe in. Is not the pastor. They are human being like us. So telling us to do something and we kind of anything they tell us we want to do it is very let's us use our sense too. It's not everything this so-called men of God call themselves, and many of them are not even men of God, they call themselves.
They anoint themselves, not that God anointed them. They anoint themselves. So
all I would just say is that let's have sense in this 2022. Let's have sense, because we have a lot of stories revolving around these men of God giving out advice, doing some kind of deliverance that they are not even meant to. So this kind of thing, when someone tell you that he want to release and power into you through your anus, then you kind of be like, what are you saying?
He's not even saying the Holy Spirit will come upon you, but he wants to release it.
He's the one that wants to release it.
You can imagine.
Wow.
So I'll go with what Dami said. You know, in this part of the world, in this country we call our own dear beloved Nigeria, we see people coming out to deceive people. That is what I call it. That is pure deceit. That is homosexualism at its peak. You understand? So I don't see why even the guy said he wanted to stop internet fraud.
Yes.
So now for that shows that guy is not even a young guy. Because for someone to start internet fraud, that means you are matured enough.
Yes.
And for you think you are smart, you are trying to scam people now. And
people are actually scam.
Yeah, now they have scammed you. And I heard that he was using a mopping stick to injure the other one, and he was bleeding. That was when I think I read that story on Wednesday. Yes, I read that story on Wednesday. This is like what Dami is saying. It is very serious for someone, an adult, to believe that his fellow man can actually release power into him. Is
I actually have issues with people trying to be holier than thou of a thing, because there is this recent picture going on social media now. We don't know how true. Though actually we don't know how true is that, but is a couple with putting on skirts instead of the khaki trousers and the normal khaki trousers they do give. Then what my question is, when do you know that, at least before you even go for before you even apply for the NYSC of a thing, before you registered, you've know since they started NYSC,
since the history, since the instructions.
Yes, they have been giving out trousers. Then you know that. So why did you sign for that in the first place? In the first instance, if you know that you can't abide by a rule, then is either you trying to that's just it. There is no fight in it, and it's not like a
NYSC is not by force.
It's not by force.
We know that it is a clear call that every youth, every Nigerian youth graduate will undertake, but you can decide to option out, because it's not all of them that if you are more than 30 years you will not go. So you can decide to, maybe based on health conditions, you might decide to not go, or if you feel that it's against your religion, you should just respect yourself only, because since the inception of this NYSC, even the Bible says, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give God what belongs to God. If you really believe that you can't wear trousers, your religion or your church forbids you from wearing trousers, then you should know that this belongs to the NYSC. You must wear it.
Yes, and it's not even about this kind of is it parade of beauty parade or something. It's because of the kind of exercise and kind of things they
Physical
do.
fitness.
Yes, they do on camp. That's why it's advised they use trousers, not
and,
because
and
of
shorts.
yes, it's not because of for it to be easier, because there are some things that you will do, like when they start their drilling of a thing. How will you use manual drilling? How will you use your skirt to do kind of things? Even by clamping that kind of their rows, all your this thing will be exposed.
Yeah, imagine wearing skirt to climb a big rope.
So
you are just exposing yourself.
If you want to be religious, let's try and understand things that there are some things that you will not even do. Religions of this kind of things, let's put it aside. If you want to serve God, but not that you're trying to complicate.
That you are wayward or something like that. Although people say
so far you are not naked.
Yeah, people will say the way you dress is the way they will address you. But oftentimes I tend to disagree, because I might decide to wear crazy jeans and I'm a good Nigerian citizen. You understand? So I heard she was decamped also.
Well, we have not confirmed that yet.
Yeah, because I saw some chat, some girls commented on the Instagram post and said it happened in Gombe State camp that she already was decamped this morning.
If that's it, then that's it. If you cannot abide by that, then you get out.
Because we all know that NYSC have their own bylaws.
Yes.
And which you
must follow.
Adhere to it. So we wish her all the best anyway. Now I have this gist here. Okay. This is the new African DNA test. It says wild apparently if the baby. Okay, now this is a picture. That means maybe I should show you.
I saw it. Yes, right?
Now this is a picture of a man carrying two babies. I don't know if they are twins. Like I don't know what he's using this baby hand carrier. You understand, to carry the two babies, newly born babies, maybe let me just say a month old, to where cows, if you hear cows, I mean cows, moo, where cows are kept. Now they said, now this is what they wrote, wild, apparently, if the baby is yours, the cow will not hurt the kids.
Wow.
If they kick and knock those babies with their heads, it means they are someone else's kid.
Wow.
Now this...
Is it real? Like
it is real. I think this happened in Kenya. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it happened in Kenya. Yeah. So now it is called the new African DNA test. That means, now let me ask you this particular question. Imagine you gave birth to these babies, these twins now, and they said they want to do this kind of thing to the babies. Even though maybe let me not even ask you whether maybe the paternity, you are questioning the paternity. But you are the one that actually gave birth, carry the kids for the babies for like 9 months, get birth to them. Will you allow somebody to take your kid to where cows are staying?
Well, humanly, I will not allow that. But I will say in another sense, if you marry that kind of man, you marry from that kind of family that do such things, at least you know what they do.
Yeah. You
know what they do, then you decided to marry the man, then that means you will abide by their rules. So far you marry from that sort of family, then you have to, because it's their traditions. If you marry someone, you have to follow their tradition. But woman speaking, for me,
is it a risk worth taking? Babies that at least this now, with all due respect, these things are animals.
Yes.
Well, I don't know the kind of spirit that they are using to control them, but what if the cow mistakenly,
But when I saw that, so far they said is their traditions, and since they have been doing that, if the it's not as if the cow will hurt, even if
no.
Even if it is not
the baby a little one.
Wow, it's risky.
That was why I asked
it will just kick.
If it is a risk,
it's better they go for the normal lab
medical DNA
test. I think that one is better.
For me, I think I would better go for another DNA test, but because for me, this risk, even though the child is not mine, but this risk is not. My problem might be with the mother, but not with the kids.
Not with the kids.
Understand? So my judgment will be with the mother, not with the
kids. Adibin is another way around. Like if the cartoons it's not as if they will hurt the kids, the babies. Then I can say, okay, so far it's their tradition, but so far it will hurt them. No, it is not a good idea.
So as Dami said, it's not a risk worth taking. So me, I don't support in that kind of DNA test. We call it the new African
DNA test. Wow.
Now I have, Dami, do you have another gist or should I
continue?
All right, I have another gist here. It's a men of Okay, teacher and proprietor arrested as 3 siblings disappear from Abuja school. When will all this thing end? Now, men of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command have arrested teachers and the proprietor of Star Child Academy in Kabusa community in Abuja over the sudden disappearance of 3 pupils in the school. According to reports, the mother of the children, identified as Marvelous, Alex, and Wohobot Sunday, had gone to their school on Tuesday, March 22nd, to pick them up, but they were nowhere in sight. A search was conducted and there was no trace of the children in the school vicinity.
This
now,
is serious.
This distraughted mom called her husband, who rushed down to the school and immediately lodged a complaint at the nearest police station. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson of the FCT Police Command, DSP Josephine Ade, said all the teachers in the school, alongside the proprietor, had been arrested over the matter. She added that investigation is ongoing as the case has now been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department. Damn, when will all this insecurity end? From the school.
You know, this is what I was telling you this morning, that when I tried to log in on Instagram, that all I'm seeing is kidnapping issues. Like I was about to say that I will say it on this way, that what can we even do to eradicate this kidnapping of a thing in Nigeria, because it's getting out of hand. Because almost all the states in the 30 states in the Nigeria is not safe. Because I saw one from Abia, I saw one from Port Harcourt, Lagos, everywhere is full of kidnappers. What can we do, Arinze? What can we do? What can the government do? Even as ourselves, as indigenous, what can we also do to eradicate this kidnapping of a thing?
Well, I think this question is not just for me. It's not just for me. So I think our viewers and our listeners, they are out there. Maybe you can drop your comments on our comment section. Tell us what we can actually do, or what we feel that we can actually do to make sure that we eradicate this kidnapping, or even if we do not eradicate it entirely per se, at least let us reduce it. Because it is getting out of hand, let us at least try to reduce it. But for me, I think 2 things that should be done is that the government should try to beef up more security in the state. That's what I can say. And secondly, we as a person, we should also take our security into our own hands by trying to know who our next neighbor is, what kind of job they do, and always be conscious of our environment. Because once you see that a foul play is being done in your environment, you should be able to know. If you notice that this is how my environment used to be, and this is not how it is of recent, you should try to report to the police station on time, not when the thing has happened and passed.
Yes.
You will not be blaming the police, our security officers, that they are not doing well, they did not respond quickly. So when you see that things are going wrong, try as much as possible to alert the appropriate authorities.
The schools, like the school that actually, in fact, it will shock you that they will not even have security or even cameras in their schools.
Let's even forget security. Let's even forget about the camera. Let's even focus on security.
Yes, security is very important. At least if they have a security guide, or the teachers or wherever the guidance is being conscious of the kids around, at least they will know the person that come and pick them. Yeah, like, it's just about security. All we say is that stepping up our security in our schools, in our home, even as individuals. Let's step us on our security issues. I think that maybe
it will go a long way. Now, I also want schools to also take record of people that are coming to drop their kids, and people that are coming to pick them. If there are 2 different people, maybe you can the parents can introduce, apart from them, they can introduce one more person. That is the 3. That's the parents and one more person, in case the parents are too busy to pick up their child. If it is not these 3 people, they should not allow the child to go with any other person, no matter who you are. So now we are going to go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, the program continues. Don't forget, you can join us on Facebook at Ultimate FM, and also on Instagram to listen to our hot topics and hot programs here at Ultimate FM. Don't go nowhere. We are going to be right back.
Ultimate FM ní tiwa.
Kásẹ̀ tó dáa, kásì bá wọn dẹ́rìn pòṣónú, ká polówó ọjà, kásì tún ka àwọn ìròyìn ìjàlẹ̀.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
àwọn orin tó bá ìgbà mú ìlú àsìkò tí ó létí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ìkànnì tó rán wọn dànù òkìlẹ̀ ó tún ta wọ́n yọ.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa ìgbádùn yín láàyò tiwa.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
fàájì tí ò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ ó pọ̀ ó tún ṣàn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ẹ ṣe ẹ kú ìtẹ́tí bó ṣe dùn tó tún dùn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ẹ tún tẹ́tí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bó ṣe rìnlẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
kìlómítà 36 láwa àgọ́wò èrò ìṣara rẹ̀ mọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ṣíjú mélòdì ló ń kọ́ omi lẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
ó dúró pọ̀ létí mi bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ló dùn mọ́ mi sí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
onírúurú ẹyẹ ló wà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀kìn lọ bá wọn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
máa yí kúrò jẹ́ ká dìjọ máa gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Boy, leave this channel now. I dey enjoy this Ultimate FM.
One day, happy woman at this Ultimate FM. Man, may enjoy your move. I like him, Ultimate FM.
ina jin daɗi wannan gidan rediyo Mutube FM.
àpàlàgídí làwa ń jẹ lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ ọ̀nà ti jìn ó ti rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn gẹ́bí ẹ̀kọ́.
ìyá Kábírù dákun fún Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
ẹ jọ̀wọ́ kó má tọ̀ra ẹ irú ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ lọ́hùn mi àmájálẹ́rú ohun tá
má
à ń
yí
ṣe
kúrò
ṣẹlẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀
ra wọlé.
Ultimate FM òun la yín gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Now, welcome.